That's the big question mark. Casey Thompson, we saw what happened when we bring in the backups, Chuba Purdy. I think even the other kid got a little bit of time in there.
Wait, Jake, is it Chuba or Chubba?
Chubba. I call him Chubba.
Okay,
Chubba
that's another name thing. I call him Chubba, but I didn't know what it was.
Chubba Purdy. I've heard both. Okay. And he was another guy we brought in from Florida State, 4-star recruit. Purdy is, but I mean, we were anemic when we lost Casey. For all the turnovers he had and the momentum that we lost because of him, he carries us. So it's really the biggest question mark is how long is Casey Thompson hurt? And he went out in the fourth.
Yeah, Chubba looked frightened when he was in there. He did not look comfortable at all. I felt bad for him. I would have probably brought Logan in just
smothered. Yeah. Well, Logan has proven that he can run for us a little bit.
He can throw too. I mean, but Chubba just looked really nervous, uncomfortable. So, you know, that's whatever. So that offensive line, there's a few guys hurt there. I hope a couple of them come back, like Bando. And
here's the full list of injuries, and not to make any excuses or say we would have won the game with these guys in, but Nebraska has been hammered with injuries this year. I mean, you see the list of those guys. Omar Manning, top junior college wide receiver a few years ago. He was a big target for Martinez last year. He hasn't played much of all. You notice Brock Bando, Prochaska, and Newey on the offensive line.
Yeah, Jake, Prochaska and Norridon are the two best linemen we have.
Right.
He's the best guard, and Prochaska's the best tackle. So we started the year without our two top linemen, in my opinion, and a 5-star tight end in Fedoni, who he heard his. How do you say his name again?
Thomas Fedoni.
Fedoni. I got that right. I got that name right.
Yeah, he was the #1 tight end recruit in the nation. Ross got him.
Yeah, and if anybody doesn't know, he hurt the same leg again. That's why they say he's running good. He's doing well. He's a 6'5", 250-pound tight end that can fly. So hopefully he gets better. But yeah, that doesn't help for 2022.
Yeah, and Nick Henrich, we lost him in the blue game. You could tell how much we missed him. I think Hausman played well, stepping in, and Kolarevich, but
Kolarevich did well. Yeah, I should have mentioned that. I thought he had a good game. I really do. He tackled. He did good filling in alongside Reimers. I should have said that. Chris Kolarevich.
And he's from Iowa, right?
Yeah. And he runs good. No, he did well.
Yeah. So, again, the big question mark on these injury updates, Casey Thompson, we don't know the status. We'll probably hear on that in the coming week, but we sure would love to get him back against Minnesota next week.
Because Minnesota is another. I guess we'll jump into that here. Maybe I'm jumping ahead, but Minnesota is like, they're just like Illinois. I mean, they pound the ball with probably as good or better of a halfback than the Illinois kid. So
we'll get it, and we'll get into the Minnesota preview and some of their in a minute. So we sure hope we get some of these injured guys back. Omar Manning, Brock Bando were game time decisions. So hopefully, we get some of those guys so we can win a game or two.